Hey guys, Ragnarok 64 here. I'm here with my slightly delayed Lego Thor Ragnarok minifigure showcase. This has probably been the toughest showcase to actually put together because Hulk was a real challenge, but he was a lot of fun also. I use a lot of new techniques for this showcase. So yeah, let's get in with our first figure. Alright, first up we have Thor, the God of Thunder himself. Yes, this figure actually, I've seen the movie by now also because it's a little bit late. There are some very large inaccuracies with this figure, such as him not having his cape and supposed to be the red streaks on his torso, except, like, you know what? He doesn't have those in all the shots of the trailers. Going back in the movie, I'm like, yeah, he has the red on him almost the entire time. Yeah, that's not a spoiler, by the way, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay away from the plot of the movie as much as I can. And there's his shield right there. That one was pretty fun to make. Again, not the most accurate. I did know that while making it. I just was a little pressed for time with these figures. There's the back there. You can see we didn't have a whole lot to go off of, so I mostly just put on details of what I thought would be there. The arms, is some kind of little gauntlets there. I'm actually gonna go over his little hammer thing now, so get it out of the way. Yeah, where he's been holding it's gotten pretty chipped up, unfortunately, but yeah, then for the handle, I just used like one of the shortened bar pieces. Then for like the striking head, I took a lightsaber hilt, painted it like a gunmetal, then I put on the little red bars on the side. And I'm just gonna get his shield out of the way now also. He has his blue shoulder pad, and as well as another kind of wrist gauntlet thing. He just has the head that he had in the Age of Ultron sets and just the Avengers sets. And he just has that kind of brown spiky hairpiece. See, he still has his alternate angry face. And then going on to his legs, not a whole lot going on. A little bit of a little chip there, but yeah, now let's get on to our next minifigure. Alright, for our second minifigure, we have Hela, the Goddess of Death. This was a pretty fun minifigure to make. In fact, there's actually one thing I'm going to grab really quick. Yeah, it's horrible. This head just looks so bad, and it's not even focusing on it. It's a little better. I tried taking a dude head and modifying it because I didn't really have any extra female heads lying around. There we go. But luckily, with my friends down the street, he's like, "Yo, Brian, I don't really want my Manus head. Do you want to use that?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." So that head, he just like gave me that head, and actually, I feel like it works pretty well for this figure. Then I gave her kind of the swooshed back hairpiece. Then you can see there's like her shoulders there are showing right there. I painted that on a little bit. And she has all of her green details on her arms, her torso, and her legs. Gave her a dark green cape, and I will flip that up so you guys can see all the detail I put on her back right there. Yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for Hela. Now let's get on to our next figure. Alright, this is actually the last minifigure I finished. Not because he was hard, but just because I was lazy and I was way too focused on Hulk, who I will get to next. So please be sure to stay for that. As you can see, his headdress is a little bit different from the piece that Lego made. It's because I took one of those and I attached it to his hairpiece because I noticed, like the trailers for the movie, he had most of his hair showing, and it appeared that the mask or helmet was only on the front. It does stick out a little more than I would like, but I think it still looks fine. And I did change the gold on it. I painted over it with my own pearl metallic gold. Then I just painted the hair black afterwards to just kind of get it back to how it was, because I got a little bit of gold on it during that process. he has Heroica knives because I wanted to find a use for those. And I'll just get those out of the way now. He has a very, very generic head. I know it doesn't fit him the best, but to be honest, I couldn't really find anything better. The head that Lego made him for the Ragnarok sets, I feel like was actually pretty good. If I had one of those on hand, I would have for sure used that. Then on his arms, I gave him some gunmetal details. Then he has like those black lines going down the front of his torso there, with the little kind of gold thing by his collar. Then some more of that on the back. For his legs, I just gave him some black and gunmetal boots. I tried to make it as accurate to the film as I could. But now let's get on to probably one of my favorite customs of all time and our last figure of this showcase, the big guy. Alright, so for obvious reasons, Hulk does not work with my teeny little turntable setup, which I just noticed was on incorrectly the entire time. Whatever, I'm not going to go back to refilm it, I'm tired. But, yeah, this is my very first ever custom big fig. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with how he turned out, because he started off as one of the Age of Ultron Hulks, actually. I'll grab those real quick to show you guys a quick before and after. Alright, so this custom Hulk started off looking like this right here. He had his purple pants, he had his hair, and, you know, didn't have his armor and stuff. I could have just painted over the pants for this and left it at that for Hulk. In fact, I thought about doing that, but I'm like, you know what, no, I gotta go all the way. I gotta do Gladiator Hulk, because, let's be honest, that's what I want to make. That's what everyone probably wants me to make. So, sorry I'm moving this around. I'm just trying to get some better shots of him. So his helmet and his shoulder pad are completely hand sculpted, as you can probably tell by the poor workmanship on them. But, yeah, this was my very first time ever custom sculpting with green stuff, so I feel like it actually turned out pretty decent. There's a lot of like little scratches and stuff on there. Most of those I got on there unintentionally, but I ended up kind of liking how it looked afterwards, so I didn't bother trying to get them off. Then I used some fabric right there that I painted for his strap. I didn't just use brown fabric because I wanted to paint it, give him kind of like a leathery texture. Then just a little bit more of that fabric for his loincloth that he has over his pants. Then yeah, he has his like war paint on, so it's on his face. It's on his it's on the right side of his torso, or left side of the screen, I guess, but it would be his right side. And that continues on his arm also. And he has his little hammer that I made. Not completely accurate, but I think it gets the point across. We're going on to his helmet. That was fun to sculpt, I guess. Yeah, so I sculpted that on there. Then painted that with this gunmetal. And also, if you guys want to see some behind the scenes or like work in progress pictures of my custom minifigures, be sure to follow me on Instagram at pyrodino64_2. There's a thing for that in the end screen at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Then I painted like the top fin of it red, where there's like the bristles and stuff. Then he has his like kind of gauntlets on his hands for extra armor. But yeah, I think that is actually going to wrap it up for figures for Thor Ragnarok. So now we will cut to the final segment. Alright guys, so that's just about going to wrap it up for my Thor Ragnarok minifigure showcase. Rowan, what are you... Yeah, it's my dog. She knocked over the tripod. Yeah, okay. So anyway, Ultimate Train Thrall. Oh yeah, that's going to wrap up the Thor Ragnarok custom minifigure showcase. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm just kind of holding this at this point because it took me forever to get that tripod set up. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and stuff. See you guys. Bye.